We're back on another job, guys. So this one is it's a good one. Excuse the lighting, lighting's poor. This is a job that's probably going to be like a couple of days, 2-3 days, something like that, because there's quite a lot involved. But I'll give you a little bit of context in a second, because this one's, it's interesting. It's going to be dusty, dirty, loud. Pipe work, we all love pipe work, all in copper as well, no plastic here. Not that we need to do plastic because it's all running the right way for me to do copper. So let me give you a little bit of context on this job. So a little bit of background story to this. We have behind me an opening now for what was a kitchen over here and then a dining room over there. So what's happened is, let me bring you guys over. This has all been knocked through, so you can see the partition was there. It's all been open plan. So the kitchen was there, dining room was here. What we are doing now is we are moving pipe work over there, which I've already done on a previous visit, hot and colds, through the ceiling, over the steel in that void, along, chase down that wall, not that one, chase down that wall, bring them out surface into our sink location, which on this job is just off center to the window, so it's up to the left. Let's bring out hot and colds through there. Waste will go out the back and across and out to a drain on the outside. That's kind of hot and colds really. And obviously that's all being boxed in over here. Then we have what I consider to be probably one of the more challenging bits of the job, which is the heating pipe work. And this is involved, and you'll kind of see why. So tank fed, gravity feed in this house, and it's not like a sealed system where you can drain it and it'll fill up within 5 minutes. It's quite a long process, especially on this house, because some of the radiators got old, then fancy little old bleed points. This one, it took a while for me to fill up last time I did the alterations. So let me show you that part of it. So guys, this is the heating side, and that's our flow and return, which used to feed, which still does feed, the downstairs rads. So none of the downstairs rads are working, so we've got currently 4 over that side of the house. So these used to drop down from this ceiling up here. Now I've tweaked it up through here to bring it across to there to feed a rad which is going over there. So I've got 2 tails ready to go. However, I put the pipe work in this location thinking we were going to run them across from there, through the joist, down, under the floor, and then in. However, this is no longer a single door. It's now changing to double. So it means I kind of got it wrong. So we're gonna have to tweak these 2 up here. And what we're gonna do is we're now gonna switch them from up here, these 22s. We're going to carry on changing these, run them all the way across through here, and then chase down this wall, chase the floor to then link up under here. So I've got to dig that up with the SDS first. Over here we've got not wall hung units, but they are just tall type larder units going in there. So that's kind of the plan, and the kitchen fitter, the guy that's running the job, just wants me just to chase them in and then run up through the ceiling and connect on. So we do have a rad over there, but I can convert these to 22 mil and then come off again in 15 for those. So that's fine. So currently there's no downstairs rads, and that is because I've disconnected it with all the building work. So we're gonna join these up today, hopefully, but by bringing these across, so exposing all this and then bringing them that way and up. But we're going to be setting up the chasing tool, this Metabo chasing tool, to do that chase obviously, and that chase up through there. So I did say it was going to be dusty, and dusty, loud, dirty, but that's part of the fun. We like doing that kind of stuff. There's no point in being clean and tidy all the time. Sometimes you just gotta get dirty. I love doing this sort of stuff. Let me know, do you guys enjoy the first fix side of things or the second fix? Let me know. So guys, that is the first portion of the chase done. I've got as far as that because that's as far as I can reach with the tool, because it is quite weighty, it's quite heavy, so I get my ladder now to finish off that little section. Then I should be able to get the tool up there, but whatever's left to get into the void, into the ceiling void, I will just do with the SDS. Now with a chasing tool, you can't get right up to a finished edge. So this part here I've already taken out with the SDS, you can see, because it's a big difference. So this I'm just going to gun up with my SDS now, and then the same over here. So what I'm going to do is break this up with the SDS, break out a bigger circle there, then I can join on and through. Now, downstairs rads, you can see they were fed off of 15 mil. So there is, like I say, 4 rads off of 15. Some say general rule of thumb is 3 maximum. But what I'm going to have to do is join back onto it. Now, the other problem is none of it's protected, and we aren't taking that bit of floor up. So it's kind of, you know, 6 one half dozen the other. There's only so much you can do. So of course I'll protect all this, but from that point on, customers are aware that if there's a problem with it in the future, it's because it's not protected, because none of it is protected in the concrete. So what we're going to do now is we're going to get the breaker on the rest of that little bit there, then the ground stuff is done. Then I've just got to do that one, the vertical there, and then move over to the corner behind that 4x2 and that 3x2 CLS. And then we can start laying some pipework in. And the way I'm going to do it is I'm going to run the pipework first to where I need it, etc. Then I can then drain things down and then work on things as and when. But today it's a case of just running pipework and chasing out floors and walls and things like that. But yeah, Metabo wall chasing tool. I didn't buy it, it belongs to the company. So it's not mine personally, but I'm fortunate enough to use it. I'm very, very lucky to have one because they are expensive. But that has made my life so much easier. I mean, you know, like, look how nice and neat that chase is. You know, I've gone a bit wibbly wobbly, but you know, it is what it is. Same with the wall. Like, look at how, like, you know, excuse the light. Look at how perfect it's made the finish. There's no jagged edges. You haven't got to spend time with the grinder trying to grind things out. And the room, there's a little bit of dust. The Hoover catches probably, what I'd say, 90% of it. 10% of it does go in the room, of course, especially with the floor. The wall's easier because it's not as tough, but it leaves, you know, a good finish. We've got a solid finish. None of this is blown out, so we can get like a nail clip on there with the 15 mil. So yeah, it's perfect. That depth of chase is absolutely spot on. Exactly what we needed. But get my glasses out there. But yeah, let's get this broken up. So guys, we're going to be using copper. I'm going to be protecting it in these chases with some cellophane lagging. So as you can see, done the chase on the floor and the wall. Now just working out where I'm going to put some brackets up in the ceiling to protect these pipes. Not just for the heating, but also hot and cold, which I've also chased out for the kitchen sink. So yeah, now just bending some 22 copper just to run up the chases and into the ceiling. So I've only got the fitting in the floor, and I've got pull bends up in the ceiling. I always find bending 22 really difficult, but yeah, it's not too bad. Bit of leverage on the floor, can't go wrong. So yeah, nice to work with copper. And like I say, I protect all the pipe work, you know, pull bends everywhere I can. I'm just checking to make sure it's going to work, which it does. So there we go, guys. I've run these heating pipes in 22 mil right up into the ceiling. And the kitchen pipe work, I've just started to run. So I've marked the unit out where the sink's going, ran the copper. I'm going to bring out the hot and colds where they need to be. Again, I'm going to run these in 15 mil in the wall for the kitchen. And then up there, I'm going to transition the hot to 22 because it is tank fed. So we're going to connect that up in the ceiling. So there you go, guys. Again, in the wall, protected, lagged. And you can see there I've run both of them into 15 up to that point. And then from there, I'm then going to move the hot to 22 mil And I'm using the wall ravens to clip our pipework and help support them. So there you go, guys. I run the mains in 15, hot in 22, and I've run it all on wall raven brick clips. Now these are the longer versions of these. You can get the shorter ones, so you don't have to cut them down, because these longer ones don't fit in some spans between joists. You have to cut them down, which isn't a problem. It's easily done. And you can normally use 2 hands to put this together. You can see I'm kind of struggling with one hand. But basically, you just snap them apart, click them together, and then fold over the end. And you can bend these either way. It doesn't matter. I literally screw my Talon clips straight onto these with normal wood screws. You don't need special screws. If the holes don't line up, just persevere with the driver and the screws will go through. And then literally I'll just get these into position where I want in between the joists. Mark where my pipes are going and then screw my clips to the those joist hangers and then screw the clips to the joist. So there you go, guys. Hot and colds are done for the kitchen sink. We're just draining out our water from the pipework basically. And then we're going to be joining up onto what's already there, which is speed fit. Not my ideal or preferred method, but needs must in these scenarios. We're just going to connect it up now. I'm just going to check in with you guys and just show you kind of the current state of affairs and where we're at. So, as you were seeing, we have hot and colds done for our kitchen sink, outside tap, blah, 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 blah. All up through there, lagged, we set up lagging, clipped, just got another couple of clips at the top. Pipe run through, hot in 22mm because it is gravity fed, so not high pressure. We want to give it as much flow rate as we can down to this kitchen tap. So that's here, then we've obviously connected up there. I don't like speed fit, but that's the best place for me to connect onto to bring it across. Got rid of the old dead leg that was running through there. And then we've shifted the cold over now, moved it up to there. And now we have, as you would have seen, these two chased out for our pipework for our not radiator, designer column radiator. It is a black Milano Aruba. We got our radiators from Best Heating, our designer ones. So this rad is going to go on here, and it is a 280 wide with pipework centres of 370. So these two chasers, if I grab this, they're not my biscuits by the way. Bear with, let me grab this out one-handed. So if I stick that kind of centre of that over there and then centre of that, so we've got 370 running down through there, plenty deep enough, so we'll lag them in the self-out lag-in, get them up into the ceiling, and then we'll bring them across and then across to them to over there with the 2 speed fits on. We might have to, because of the bridges and stuff, I might just have to just bring them out further rather than go too close to the edge, bring them out further in and then back, and then I might tweak them when they go in over there. Sorry about the noise, sorry about the dust. So yeah, that's kind of what I might do. I might just bring them across and tweak them, but yeah, getting there. Hot and colds are done for the kitchen sink, as is the waste, all bonded. Chase is filled, floor filled. I didn't fill the floor, the builders did. It's all being self-leveled anyway. Wall chasers are filled for the rad, so that's all done. Ceiling's getting boarded, and then we're kind of ready now for the sort of the next phase. Heat and pipework, as you can see, is linked up. It's all filled, tested, heat tested. Yeah, we're just ready now to come back and second fix. So there you go, guys. That is the first phase of that job complete. All that's left to do now is go back, second fix the rad. It's a nice black designer radiator going on. Like I say, 280 wide, 17, I think it's 1780 tall. Double, nice black corner valves going on there, some nice black shrouds. And then we've also got, obviously, just the kitchen sink to second fix. Other than that, that's kind of today's video. Bit of pipe, bit of wall chasing, I do like that kind of that rough and ready sort of stuff. It's nice. I just like, you know, having a whole job to yourself for a few days. Nice big job to just leave your tools on overnight. You can't really beat them. There you go, guys. I'll see you next Sunday. Thanks for watching.